Whenever we step onto a plane, we're placing our trust in these incredible, complex flying machines. But their safety really hinges on a whole hidden world of meticulous, behind-the-scenes work. In this explainer, we're going to pull back that curtain and see what happens when a critical piece of that process, aircraft maintenance, goes terribly wrong. Just take a look at the Airbus A380. It's a monster, a double-decker giant that's just a marvel of modern engineering. We're talking millions of parts all working together in perfect harmony, designed with so many layers of safety and redundancy. We get on these planes and we expect them to be nearly perfect. And honestly, most of the time, they are. But what happens when that super complex system bumps up against plain old human error? When one single, crucial step in taking care of it gets overlooked? Well, the consequences can range from something minor to a full-blown emergency. And that brings us to something that happened just recently, a really startling discovery that has now kicked off a formal investigation. Okay, get this. The date is January 9th, 2026. A massive Qantas A380 has just finished its marathon 15-hour flight from Dallas all the way to Sydney. During the routine check after it lands, mechanics find something that absolutely positively should not be there, a maintenance tool, just left behind inside the wing. Now, in the aviation world, this kind of thing has a specific name, foreign object debris, or as they call it, FOD. It's basically a catch-all for anything, anywhere it's not supposed to be that could pose a risk to the aircraft. And let me tell you, it is taken incredibly seriously. So the good news here is that thankfully no damage was done, nobody was hurt. But the moment that tool was found, it immediately triggered a formal investigation by Australia's top air safety watchdog, the ATSB. Because the big question they've got to answer is, how in the world did this happen? But here's where the story gets really concerning. As investigators started to dig into this, they realized this wasn't just a one-off mistake. It was actually part of an emerging pattern. Just listen to this quote from the head of the ATSB from a report just a little over a year before. It points to a failure on multiple levels. The engineers doing the work didn't notice, the final checks didn't catch it, and the person signing off on the plane's safety released it with a tool missing. That's a breakdown in the whole process. And this quote? It was about another Qantas A380. And in that case, it wasn't a small tool. We're talking about a 1.25 meter, that's over 4 feet long, nylon tool. And it was left inside one of the plane's massive engines after some work was done in Los Angeles. Just let that sink in for a second. That plane flew for nearly 300 hours with this huge tool just sitting around inside one of its engines before it was finally discovered during a different inspection. That's 34 separate takeoffs and landings with a 4-foot tool lodged where it didn't belong. It is just amazing that it didn't cause any major damage, but the potential for a catastrophe was there on every single one of those flights. And that brings us to what happens when you're not so lucky. Because these forgotten tools aren't always found safely on the ground. Sometimes they make their presence known in the most dramatic and dangerous way possible. Okay, picture this. October 23rd, 2020. A Jetstar A320 is blasting down the runway in Brisbane. All of a sudden, there are these intense vibrations. A loud popping sound echoes through the plane. The aircraft lurches hard to the right, and the pilots are literally fighting to keep it on the pavement. The captain makes that split-second call, reject the takeoff. And as they slam on the reverse thrusters, people on the ground see flames erupting from one of the engines. So what caused all that chaos? It wasn't some huge 4-foot tool. It was this, a single, tiny, removable screwdriver tip. That's it. It had been left in the engine, and on takeoff, it got sucked into the high-pressure compressor, basically shredding the delicate machinery inside. And here we see that chilling pattern again. The investigation found that this tiny, destructive piece of metal had been flying around inside that engine for more than 100 flights before it finally caused that catastrophic failure. So now we have 3 separate incidents. All of them involve tools left behind, and each one has escalating consequences. This is exactly where the investigators at the Australian Transport Safety Bureau come in to connect all the dots. When you lay them out side by side like this, the trend just jumps right out at you, doesn't it? You've got 2 incidents where large tools were left behind, but luckily they were found before anything bad happened. But then you get to the Jetstar incident, where the smallest object created by far the most dangerous outcome, a high-speed rejected takeoff with an engine on fire. And it's really important to understand what the goal is here. The ATSB's job isn't to punish anyone. Their entire focus is on figuring out why the system failed, so they can issue recommendations to make sure it doesn't happen again. It is all about prevention, not about blame. So, what is the big lesson from all of this? Well, it's a powerful reminder of just how critical following procedure is in a world where there is absolutely zero room for error. You know, the irony is, there are already rock-solid systems in place to prevent exactly this. Every single tool is supposed to be tracked. Every job is supposed to end with a final check for debris. There are even clear procedures for what you do if a tool goes missing. But these incidents show us that even the best procedures can be vulnerable to human factors. When a task becomes routine, it's easy to see how a final check gets missed, or maybe a missing tool doesn't raise an immediate red flag. And as we've seen, when those pillars of safety start to crumble, the consequences can be incredibly severe.
And this leaves us with a really fundamental question. Aviation safety is built on this core idea of zero tolerance for mistakes. But the whole system is operated by humans, and humans, well, we're imperfect by nature. So the real challenge is this. How do you design a perfect system that can still safely account for the one thing you can always count on, the inevitable reality of human error?